What if we do this whole thing and we just realize that we're not live at any point?
That'd be all
We should
right.
probably pull up our actual account and make sure we're on there.
Yeah, we can do that.
Little update since we're just on here. The Jets looked like they were getting a couple little plays in there, and they got to a third and three.
I actually got a notification that we went live fully.
Oh, that's fire. Okay, cool.
So yeah, we're live.
Yeah, guys, get in here, get active, subscribe to our shit.
Fully subscribe.
Basically, the Jets just got a third and three situation, and they ran Lazard on a short route, and Aaron put it right in his hands, and Lazard dropped it on third and three. So now the
Classic
Niners
Lazard.
have the ball. Aaron looks good though. Like the drive wasn't bad. Like they would have kept that drive going had he just caught like a perfect little dunk off that it's an easy catch.
Dinking and dunking.
I don't know that I'm looking for a win here. I'm looking
From
for
the
I'm
Jets?
trying to I'm trying to evaluate how this team just looks, you know? Like how does it look?
Yeah, that's real. No, McCaffrey's kind of. Oh, nice. All right. Lots
3 and
of
out to
pressure.
start from the Jets defense. That's pretty impressive.
Yep.
I don't think the game's been long enough for us to. It's not too late for us to make bets here. So, I think we're both on the Jets train on this game. We're taking the Jets.
For sure.
Yeah.
Jets money
Hell yeah.
line.
These Jets uniforms are clean. I don't care what anyone says.
I'm kind of curious to see what these edges look like. You know, the Jermaine Johnson jump.
Well, I think I think there's a couple of young guns that need to take a step on this defense in order for it to be like the best in the NFL.
Yeah.
What was I saying to you earlier? It's kind of funny to be here now because I feel like for the first time in 6 months, we're out of the theoretical and we're into the like reality of the season. You know, like real football is being played now,
There we go.
and it's just such a different thing. Like when the
Yeah.
games actually start happening, like every single thing we've been talking about with draft picks and coaching changes and
For sure.
you know, Garrett Wilson's going to be a star this year. Brees is going to be the best running back this year. This O-line, you know, got fixed, you know. Aaron's going to stay healthy. It just goes away. And now it's just the games.
100% it
Now these
does.
guys have to execute. They have to win the games. And if they don't, it counts, right? Like that's just what it is now. Like we're no longer in the part of the year where everything's just a theory. Everything's just post-draft reaction, you know. It's exciting.
Yeah,
it's
I
also
think
scary.
It's incredibly scary.
It's like there's no more like you and I just like prognosticating and being like, you know, we broke down all of these teams for an hour and then we did all this research and it's like at the end of the day, it's just kind of funny because all of this has to happen now. And like you and I both picked the Jets to be like contenders this year and it starts tonight, you know?
Yes, it does.
We know the Niners can do it. We don't know if the Niners can close, but that's a different story, right? We're not predicting playoffs yet. We're doing regular season stuff. So it's exciting, man. I don't know. I need to see the Jets look good, though. I need to see them look good.
I'm excited to just relax and watch a game. I couldn't relax last night, you know? Like
Oh,
that
yeah.
was such a nerve-wracking, nail-biting, chest-thumping game.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? It's like facing the ultimate reality that like our team is finally, you know, Detroit Lions are finally real,
Yeah.
but the quarterback we had before is better than the one we have now.
100%.
Everything else is just way better than it was with the old quarterback. So it's
Yeah,
like
right.
you know what I mean? Like, wouldn't it have been nice
Yeah.
to just marry those two things without, you know? But I mean, I love Jared. I don't know. I'm not complaining about Jared Goff as my quarterback. I think last night just was a little sobering. It's like, Matt Stafford's so good.
Yeah, could you imagine Stafford with Amon Ra and J-Mo and that O-line? And it's crazy.
I think just be a slightly better version of what it is now. I mean, I think Jared Goff is really good. I just don't think he's,
No, 100%.
you know. Remember last year when Aaron tore his Achilles on the first drive?
I don't want to.
That was the worst. That was the worst start to a season like ever. I'm
Yes,
not
it
even a
was.
Jets fan like that.
Yeah, the atmosphere was
Nice.
just so elite.
Oh no. God damn it.
Who fumbled that? Brees?
Breeze.
Yikes.
That's a really bad start.
Yes, it is.
What a play, man.
It's Fred Warner, bro. That's what he does.
He's that guy.
Yes, he is. I mean, look at Brees. He has a hold on it, too. I mean, Fred Warner
Yeah.
just really punched it out at a perfect angle. It came out the gate swinging, man. I mean, it is what it is.
It's a hell of a play by Fred Warner.
Yeah, he's like
And
that.
this is what I mean about the theoretical. Like, this team's not going
Yeah, right.
quietly into that good night. You know what I mean? Look, they're
No.
just lining up Debo in the backfield now.
Debo rocking number 1?
Yeah, he changed his number.
Did he? All right.
Yeah, it's kind of clean, I think.
It is kind of clean.
But isn't that, I mean, that's just the most, like, Kyle Shanahan, San Francisco 49ers thing in the world, right? Like,
Yeah,
no
it is.
Christian McCaffrey. We'll just have Debo run running back.
Fully. Look how big Trent Williams is.
Wow, that coverage right there, man.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's like, okay, Brees fumbled, but it's not like these boys are really locked and loaded on this end.
I think the offense is what's going to take some time. I'm
Yeah.
more curious to see how the offense looks tonight than this defense because personally, I don't think this defense has a really tough matchup even without Christian McCaffrey. But I don't see this defense being anything short of excellent this year.
Yeah. Get the ball out in front of me. Be watching IU closely today too.
Yeah, apparently
Where's that
Ayuk's going to be
going?
limited. I don't know. Purdy looks really out of rhythm though.
Yes, he does.
That's the second time he's just airmailed a
Hmm.
ball to like a spot. I don't know if it's a route issue or a play call issue or what's going on. I think he was expecting somebody to be over there. Yeah, I think he was expecting Debo to be running that.
Yeah, but that
go
was
route.
way too far. I mean, even Debo's like, where are you throwing that?
Yeah.
All right, here comes my fantasy kicker in like 3 of my leagues.
He just. Oh, that means he's not making it.
No, no way. Jake Booty was so cold at Michigan.
It's a good kick. Okay, but there we go. Is a prime example, right? This is what we talked about with New York. All the talk about the offense. What happens? You know, a drive stalls out because Aaron throws an incompletion to Lazard that's right in his hands. You're like, gotta be kidding me. Then they give the ball to their best player on the next drive. Play 1 gets the ball punched out of his hands,
Fully.
and you're like, oh, this is gonna be off the rails. It's 3-0 because this defense doesn't let up points.
100%.
Yeah, this is gonna be a
Backup
really
quarterback
interesting
Case
game.
Keenum.
Is he still in the league?
No.
No way, right? When did he retire? Was he?
It's a good question.
They got Jim out here doing commercials now that he's in LA.
Yes, they do. Oh no, he fully plays for the Texans.
That's what I thought. I didn't. I was gonna say I never saw him like announce anything. I feel like he's just gonna be a backup for like 10 more years when he's like 51-year-old backup.
Yeah. What an odd commercial.
This feels like the commercial that Jim would sign up for,
Yes,
though,
it
right?
does.
Not an
Yes, it
Allstate
does.
commercial, not a Home
No,
Depot
yeah.
commercial. This
Yep.
Perplexity, where he's just answering weird questions.
Yep.
He's so weird, bro.
Yes, he is. He's an odd puppy. That's my coach, though.
Yeah. Well, he was dearly missed against Texas on Saturday. I'll tell you that
Yes,
much.
he was. So were all his players.
That sea of red at Levi's is always just cool to see, isn't it? Just such a
Remember when
staple of.
remember there was a sea of red at Ford Field? That one was for that one first game.
Yeah. Are the
Couple years
Niners like
ago.
the most? Are they the most like? Are they the most like universal fan base in football? I'd have to like really line that. Maybe the Cowboys.
Yeah, there'd be a couple ones on the short list. Niners and Cowboys both on there. Patriots probably.
Yeah, I still feel like Niner fans are like. Maybe it's because I'm in Cali.
Raiders is a big one.
Yeah. Such a real like. All of a sudden, Lions now too, right? Never in our whole lives, and now all of a sudden they have
Oh
a
my
huge fan.
gosh.
I've noticed that. Have you noticed everyone's a Lions fan
I've
now? It's
noticed
like,
that
where'd that come from?
with trying to fly to Arizona.
Oh, right.
$1,400.
Yeah, I booked my flight yesterday too. Oh yeah, we're gonna be. We should tell. And nobody's watching this, I don't think. But if anybody sees it later, we're gonna be in Arizona for week 3, weekend of the 20th. I think it's the 22nd.
Yes,
Arizona
sir.
Cardinals, Detroit Lions.
Yep.
I love that New York completely overhauled this offensive line. Like, thank you for finally doing that. Even if
So
it doesn't
dope.
work, it's the effort.
Yes, it is.
Those white face masks on the green helmets are just so clean to me.
It's so clean.
I like giving the ball right back to Brees.
Build his confidence back up.
Yeah.
Let-
I mean, that was a bad run, but
Yeah, but there was nowhere to go there.
yeah, I don't know what that design was. Like they cleared all the blockers out. It's like a weird.
Let Aaron throw the ball.
Man, this defense is really hitting.
Man, yes, they are. Fred Warner's so good. I feel like everybody always looks at Nick Bosa, who is also very good, but Fred Warner's like no doubt the best at his position in the league.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I mean, he's like the leader of the defense, right? Bosa is just kind of like the X factor, like
Yeah.
high end, like big player. It's like Aiden, you know. And I think that people just feel like edge is more important than middle linebacker, although there's an argument that it's not. What a throw! Woo, boy.
There we go. Let's get those two cooking.
They will.
You know what I mean? Let's get
That's
those
a good
two
route,
cooking
too. Look at that.
here.
Back shoulder, right? Perfect spot. No chance for that.
Garrett was
Good coverage,
so nice
too.
with it. Yeah, oh yeah.
Some would say perfect coverage.
Yeah.
That's exactly how you would teach a DB, you know, like on a high school level, teaching
Yeah.
someone how to play DB,
mean,
right?
there's-
That's how you
there's-
coach it.
There's nothing you can do about that.
There we go. Get that play action going.
Priest looks stinky.
He does. I was just gonna say, who body swapped Brees Hall with Najee Harris
I don't
before the
know.
game?
Dude.
Dude looks like he's running in quicksand. Come on, man. Let's get out there. Wake
It was
up.
actually Ramondre Stevenson who body swapped with him.
Fact, Ramondre looked great on Sunday.
Ramondre balled yesterday. 179 career receptions with 7 different quarterbacks. That's crazy. He came in the league in 22, bro.
This dude Garrett Wilson said, "I'm gonna wear the practice jersey to the game." Is that okay?
Dude. Who's calling the plays here?
Nat Hackett.
No, I know.
You forgot?
No, I know. I just
Yeah, I mean they're not. They're gonna have to probably get away from the run here shortly. If I mean I understand the need to establish the run, but sometimes you just can't. What a throw, Rogers to Wilson again.
That's going to be a nasty little combination this year.
Rogers' arm looks really alive, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
I mean, I know it's a long season, but this is one of the major things I was trying to see right here. Garrett just runs a slant route out of the slot here, and Rogers zips it past that guy. His arm strength hasn't gone down at all.
It's not like it was his arm that got hurt.
All right, Brees Hall finally with a nice little run there. 13-yard carry. That's what you like to see right there. Get him out in space.
Love that.
Don't try to run him between the tackles. Not against this defense. All right, Nat. Draw it up. Go ahead.
Fuck it.
Nat Hackett said, I'm cooking this year. I'm done with the talk. Brees has 5 rushes for 9 yards right now. That's so bad.
Nice. For that, I inherit the beef.
I want to see you push a T. You fart noise, Nat Hackett.
Yeah, I sure did.
One more chance for me. This is the year to make everything right if you're Nat Hackett or a Nat Hackett
Yeah, right.
truther.
Yeah, that's real.
After
I
this,
can't
you get no
imagine-
more chances.
I can't imagine there's a lot of Nat Hackett truthers out there.
Yeah, but there's always like 1 or 2, you know?
Yeah, Nat Hackett himself and Aaron Rodgers, which is a good one to have.
I'm sorry. I know that Alan Lazard is Aaron's boy, but he just doesn't compel me at all as a receiver. I just think he's so mediocre.
Is Randall Cobb still on this team or no?
I don't think so. And I think Randall retired or he's just out of the league. He was cooked, though, last year, man. You could just tell.
No, that's real.
I think one thing that's really interesting to me so far is that the pass rush hasn't gotten to Rodgers yet, which is what we were looking for. It was one of our big things we were looking out for this game.
I told you, bro. If this O-line can gel, they'll be top 5.
Clean pocket, first down throw to Garrett Wilson.
Yep. Ow.
That's Garrett's fault, not Aaron's. He was trying to get him to stop on that route there. Aaron, 5 of 6 for 53 yards right now. I like how he's looking.
It's Aaron Rodgers. Don't overthink it, guys.
It's a close call.
Remember when I wanted Garrett Wilson?
Remember when I told you guys that Garrett Wilson was going to have the year that CD did last year?
It's looking good right now.
It's a long season, but how many catches is that already? 5?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
A touchdown there would have been really awesome. That's okay. Touchdown, Brees Hall. Love it.
Ah, it sucks.
You playing against him in fantasy?
I sure am.
I'm sorry to hear it. Well, I have him on one of my teams. Not that it matters. I mean, it's like the games are kind of called by now, but I just like to see them have a drive like that. That was a dare I say, perfect drive.
It was up there. Nice thing is I have Jake Moody, so every time he gets a field goal, I put myself up by just a little bit. He has to overcome like a 20-point deficit on me.
Good.
A 20-point moving deficit too.
Yeah, as long as that you're saying, as long as Moody's hitting field
As
goals
long
and
as
extra
Moody's
points,
hitting
it
field
gets
goals.
harder and harder for him to.
Exactly.
I hear you. Well, as it stands right now, we're at 3 minutes and 51 seconds. It's 7-3 Jets, and if you're reading this, the Jets look really, really good on offense.
They just drove down the field, no questions.
And they look really good on defense so far. San Francisco's not been able to get a drive going at all. I mean, where did they get the ball on that drive that the Jake Moody field goal, like the 40 or the 35? I mean, they got it in like
Yeah.
great position. They didn't move it at all.
I'm so over the superhero world. But I will be seeing this quite quickly.
M. Jones 4949 commented BS on our short. I don't know what he means by that. M. Jones 4949. If you're watching, I need some context here
On our short,
because
on
we'd be
YouTube.
saying a lot of BS. Yeah, it was on the 49ers being the best roster ever. We made a short about how good the 49ers are, roster-wise, and some guy commented BS,
I guess.
which I don't really know what you mean by that. If you're suggesting that the 49ers don't have an amazing roster, you are wrong, M. Jones 4949. Try again.
Not this time.
Wrong. M. Jones 4949. Put stream on in the background. Sorry about that.
For him, I inherit the beef.
Any chance? I mean, does this team is really injury kind of the major thing preventing this team potentially from winning? I don't know. I feel like more people people are really just not committing to this like Jets year, and I don't know. I'm on a different page.
JET Jets.
I'm just
to
like
it.
I just don't believe in Miami, and I think Buffalo's the only one that to me feels like a thorn. Like I think Buffalo could still do it. I like the Jets defensively a lot more than Buffalo.
Yeah. I like them offensively a lot more than Buffalo.
Yeah, I mean that's just it's the Josh Allen thing for me. It's like
Of course. They have a better quarterback, but the difference isn't that big.
no, I think it's a prime and dynamic thing, right? Like Josh is just at that point of like prime Green Bay Aaron Rodgers in terms of like age and talent and everything. Whereas this is like Tampa Bay Brady, right? With Rodgers,
Yeah.
it's like he's 40 years old.
Fully.
He's gonna have to like dink and dunk and game manage a little more than he would have 10 years ago.
100%. Not quite. Not quite there.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Jordan Mason does in stepping in for CMC. You know what I mean? It's like a complete unknown.
Who is he?
Jordan Mason's he's just like this young gun rookie they have sitting behind CMC that they didn't expect
Where's
to
he
play.
from though?
I forgot what college he went to. He's a rookie. It's a nice run there though. Dude's
Yes,
got
it
some
is.
wheels. Georgia Tech. He's not
Makes
a rookie,
sense.
by the way. He just feels like one.
Puka Nakua, 4 weeks.
He's been on San Francisco for a couple. This is year 3 for him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, he's a Georgia Tech guy. I mean, he's just been a backup, with CMC doing what he's been doing.
Understandable.
They've missed on a lot of like these rookie draft picks they've had at running back, ironically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they really have.
Like Tyrion Davis Price, like a lot of these guys that were supposed to be like pretty good players, they haven't hit for them.
Trey Sermon.
Trey Sermon was a big one, yep.
There we go.
But people have nothing but good things to say about this guy. Ayuk just dropped a really good throw there on that slant.
Yeah, that was good coverage though.
It was, but I think there's going to be a little rust with Ayuk here.
Yep.
Oh, man, Sauce Gardner.
Mm-hmm.
I think Brandon Ayuk's going to be on Alcatraz. That's a tough first matchup after a holdout, isn't it?
Yeah, Sauce Gardner.
Bummer. Yeah, it's just a bummer. It's like, I just don't know what you do with that. You know what I mean?
No.
Imagine holding out all year, like not being quite in football shape and being like, all right, I'm going to get back into shape tonight.
He knew what it was. He knew.
There's a
they were
big catch from
playing week
Ayuk right there.
Yep.
Good throw. Brock's making some good throws. It's a little offensive pass interference there, but I guess we'll let that go.
Quietly.
That's pretty good coverage there by Adams.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna. It's it's still the Niners. They're gonna get some stuff going. That was holding.
I think it's coming back,
Ooh.
yeah.
That boy almost got crushed.
Kyle Shanahan's going to the same hair salon as Matt Stafford, I see.
I peeped that as well. I'm not loving these like string hats.
Yeah, the braid
that
thing.
they're all,
yeah.
it's
I feel like Kyle's the
don't know.
king of bad hats. Is he not?
oh he's the goat of bad hats. But Ben Johnson was
Quicksilver
wearing
man.
like the Lions version of that last night,
Yeah, I saw that.
and it's I don't like them. I feel like there's a way to do those hats, and this is not it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like those hats can look cool, but like
Right.
not this one. NFL needs to let me just start designing stuff.
Yeah, I'd cook the uniforms.
Oh,
I'd cook on the jerseys.
the
2
gear?
for 6 for 20 yards from Purdy is not a promising start.
No.
Boy, Jordan Mason's not looking too bad running that rock, is he?
No, he's not. He's got
I mean,
a lot
Kyle
of burst.
Shanahan is so good at designing a run scheme, right? It's like
Yeah.
you could put a decent
Dude.
guy in there, and I think he got kicked in the balls.
Yeah, he 100% got kicked in the balls.
That's brutal.
Yes, it is. That's one of the worst feelings.
Hassan Reddick's a loser.
Yes, he is.
I'll say it.
Yes, he is.
Come on, bro.
Is that stadium dope?
It's a little underwhelming for like a new stadium, like in comparisons to like SoFi or
Yeah.
the Vegas in Vegas there, Allegiant.
Yep.
But it's cool. I mean, it's got like a retro feel to it, oddly. Like it feels like an old stadium, which I don't know is like a good thing, but when you're there as a spectator, it's cool, right? It's got like
Yeah.
it's like a night. It seems like it's a redesigned like classic field, which is kind of I think what it's meant to be, like a take on the old Candlestick.
Sure.
But it's more like the environment, just a really good environment for football. Those
Sure.
guys do it. All right, first quarter just ended. 7-3 Jets still. 49ers driving though. We'd like to see that. Like to see a little
Yep.
back and forth in this game.
Yep.
I think the 49ers desperately need to put a touchdown on the board here after that drive from New York.
I
You
desperately
can't
need
leave
them
that
to
drive
win.
unanswered.
I desperately need a Jake Moody field goal.
Oh yeah, sure. Settle for 3 then. I mean, 3 is 3. I mean, I'll take
Yeah.
3 points here, but I'm just saying when New York just put that drive together, you can't just like come down here and not put points on them. Like
No,
that
you
was
ha-
just-
you
you
absolutely
have
you
to take some
absolutely have to
momentum
score
back.
here.
Yeah.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
Are we so sure that like that this 49ers team isn't going to be dealing with some growing pains to start the season? Like I know that everyone's like, oh, it's going to be fine, but I got some questions.
Yeah, I don't know if it's growing pains as much as it's just fatigue. You know what I mean?
That's what I mean,
Like,
though. Like, just with all the holdouts and everything that happened, it's just kind of like,
Yeah, it was a
You just
very
wonder.
noisy off season.
yeah. Fuck happened. There we go.
I'd like to see the Jets hold them to 3 right here.
Me too. Me too.
A dominant Jets win in San Francisco makes for good media tomorrow. Yep, you knew that was coming, and that was a bad play.
Wow, that was a disaster. They just got themselves like out of field goal range with that.
Yeah.
What are they thinking with this?
I'm not sure. That was really
That's
stupid.
excellent pursuit by the New York defense right there.
Yes, it is. And Quinton Williams, bro, he's like that. He was all over that. Love that.
I think my stream's coming in blurry visually, so we'll get that worked out in the future for the next one.
It's coming in blurry.
Mine is just my picture, not yours.
Yeah, I see what you mean. It's not like too blurry. It's just not crisp.
Right.
Are you on your camera?
No, I'm on my iPhone. That's probably why.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got to get that thing set up.
Yes, you do.
We'll do that. We'll do that when this is over. So our next live streams are crystal clear. Yeah, I'm wondering why call that play in that moment. Like the play call itself, I understand, like in a different context of like trying
Yeah.
that. I mean, it didn't work, and it's easy to
You
say.
tried
like,
that on
"Oh,
you tried that on second down, not third down.
second down, at a different point in the field where
Yeah.
just like making the field goal that much more difficult is tough. Did he make that kick?
Sure did.
Yeah, so it's 7-6 right now. 7-6 Jets. We're into the second quarter. I genuinely just I think that at
He's
least
got
the field
nine.
goal there was super
He's got
essential.
9 fantasy points now. Let's go.
Love that. Yeah, dude, I had 23 points with Brandon Aubrey yesterday in
Yeah,
fantasy.
I had like 20 with old boy from Houston.
Yeah, me too. I had him in another league, Kiami Fairburn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll
Yeah,
take
shout
that
out the
all
kickers
day.
this week for compensating for bad red zone play with my other players, not
I
scoring
want to go to this.
touchdowns.
I want to go see a concert at the Sphere thing so badly.
It seems so cool.
It seems so cool.
I'd be down to do that. I driving to
Yeah,
Vegas
you're not.
for me is really easy.
What?
Nice. Xavier Gibson's got some talent.
Yeah, he does.
As like a little return man, gadget guy.
This new kickoff thing is very odd.
I'm fine with it. Everyone's got a
I
strong
like it.
opinion
I
on it.
like it. I don't
No,
have
I
a
do
strong
too.
opinion. I think it's
But,
interesting
people
at
are
the
like
very
pissed
least.
off about it, and it's like, are you
It's
really like?
stupid.
Do you watch the game for the kickoffs? Like, I don't.
No.
I feel like you guys are lying. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you guys are some like negative Nellies. Like,
Mob
you don't really
behavior.
care. Yeah, you don't really care, do
mob
you?
mentality. Yeah.
Yeah. What the hell was that?
I don't know.
If you're just tuning in, Aaron Rodgers with 13 minutes and 52 seconds left just launched it, just arm punted it basically. Basically kicked
Well,
a field goal with his
Garrett
arm.
Wilson came back and said that's on me, and Aaron laughed at him. So he must have supposed to. Yeah, he got caught up there.
It's a bad route.
It's a bad route, but you could see that he could have been there.
Yeah.
Tyron Smith is also a freak human.
I like that Brees Hall is starting to move the ball in the running game too. They're going to need that balance if this is going to keep up. Touchdown here would be really, really big for them.
Yes, it would.
3rd and 4. Let's see what they draw up. Maybe we get a Tyler Conklin spotting here.
Dude. Where's Mike Williams?
It's a good question. All right. San Francisco gets a pass rush.
Flag, though. What's flag on?
It's on the offense. It's a holding.
Oh.
Looks like Bosa got in there first.
That was a nice little drop.
Yeah, Nick Bosa just flat out won
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yes, he did.
that was really impressive. His get off is just really, really that stuff.
Yes, it is. Ooh, took a little long there.
Yeah.
Who was their first round pick?
Who? San Francisco's?
Yeah,
Ricky Pearsall.
that's right.
An odd choice.
A very odd choice. Is he playing today?
I believe. I think is Ricky Pearsall inactive. Let's see.
He got shot randomly last week.
Yeah, he did, and he's been dealing with a shoulder issue all off season.
I read something that he had told Kyle Shanahan like he'll be good to go, but I don't know if that was like, player talk. Like I'll be ready. And the coach was like, "Yeah, dude, you just got shot. You're not playing this week."
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, all anyone's talking about is his his murder, his attempted, him getting fully shot.
Yeah.
No, he's not playing tonight.
Okay.
Probably the
figured.
right choice.
Yeah.
Let the full blown like gun wound that you sustained heal before you get back on the field. I'm not against
Fully.
that idea.
Get yourself the Viper chair.
I'll pass.
I might buy one.
Yeah, looks weird.
Weird beard.
They said we're paying for an ad spot here. Buy our chair. I said no. No
Great
thanks.
audience though.
Yeah, it's true. This is the right audience.
You know what I mean?
Someone's dad's gonna be like,
Somebody,
"Oh,
yeah, somebody
thank
out there
God."
was like, "Hey, what?"
I've been looking for a
Somebody's
chair
dad-
that looks
Somebody's dad
horrible.
is on viperchair.com right now looking for the pricing.
It's got to be like really comfortable. There's no way that you just like roll out a chair that looks that bad aesthetically and it's not like really comfortable.
Viper chair.
Got to be something to it.
I became the dad I feared.
Let me take a look at this. Now let me just take a look at this thing.
Yeah.
Hold on now. You gotta look at the price and then go,
What do you think it costs?
$69.99.
The chair, the Viper chair?
Yeah.
The Viper chair starts off at $595.
Oh, come on. Give me a break.
You can choose the seat color and the leg color.
What does it do? Like eject out of your house? Like what?
$595. Looks like the most expensive.
$5.95.
Looks like the most expensive one, the fully loaded cart, is $1,000.
$1,000 for a chair that looks like it
Well,
won't be
that's
allowed anywhere in my house as long as a woman's
I'm
present.
sorry, that's the cart. Let's see, what's the most
Oh.
expensive chair? The most expensive chair is $625.
Yeah, it's a little steep for an
That's
eyesore.
a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
But you'd have to be like a car guy. You'd have to have a shop. It's a shop chair. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Like I
Maybe
bet
one
if
day.
I bet if I worked on cars all day, I could justify that purchase. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's like if it serves a purpose that's like specific.
Yeah.
Jordan Mason running with some power tonight.
Jordan Mason's
Good
going to be
to
picked
see.
up on waiver wires by Julian Craig in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, he already got picked up in one of my leagues.
Man, that is paying a lot of guys.
They have to get it. They have to get it done like this year, or it's just not going to happen. In my opinion. But
No,
they
'cause
did.
you
They
gotta-
did bring back. They did pay a lot. Like
Yeah, but they have to pay Purdy next year, don't they?
Yeah, pretty soon here. I mean, they've got a lot of guys under contract. That's good, right? It's like they're
Yeah.
not. They don't necessarily. They may have a couple of years left in the window. But I don't know, man. Every year that it goes by, it gets more and more has to stay intact. More and more has to go right. And it's been a very serendipitous couple of years, and they just haven't quite been able to finish it.
It's hard.
It's very hard.
12 rushing yards last season, 35 tonight. J-Mo asked that. For him, I inherit the beef. Wow. I hate Tremaine.
Jordan Mason currently quietly eating is the update here. If you're just tuning in,
Jordan Mason
7-6.
is hooping right now.
Jordan Mason just popped off a big run, but it just got called back for holding. Kind of bullshit.
Probably why he got the big run.
Yeah, exactly. The old catch 22.
All right. Oh yeah, fully.
Yeah, I guess fully tackling the defender as the offensive lineman is one way to prevent him from going unblocked.
Yeah. Weird hair.
Sometimes I wish Joe Buck would shut the fuck up.
I swear. They were
You know what I
killing
mean?
Brady. Did you listen to Brady at all yesterday?
Yeah, it was a little stiff, but it wasn't bad. I think people just expected him to be great, like his first broadcast ever. It's going to take a while. He's got to figure
was
out
getting-
like what he is.
He was getting murdered. I'm like, I wasn't really listening to him, so
I'll be honest, I just don't care that much, and I think you guys don't either. And that's also what bothers me is it's like feels a little dishonest. It's like the game was unwatchable with Brady's commentating. It's like, really, did you tune into that game to listen to Brady talk?
no, the game was unwatchable. It's because Deshaun Watson's unwatchable.
Bingo. Yeah, I think Deshaun's cooked proper.
He's not good.
So C.J. Mosley for the New York Jets linebacker currently in the tent right now. Not a good.
More
not a good move.
allegations today too.
Yeah, more Deshaun Watson allegations. That's unrelated to this game, but it is true. It's a sloppy drive by San Francisco, but it is moving forward. What a throw.
Yeah, he's just
Brock-
like susceptible to do that a couple of times a game, and you're just like, maybe you aren't a result of the players around you.
No, he's really good, I think. It's just, the question is, how good is he without all these guys? We're going to find out tonight. He's got the main guy down. That looks like blown coverage by New York, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Yeah. Brock Purdy converts 2nd and long. 49ers in the red zone here, knocking on the door, looking to take a lead. Probably will, unfortunately, for us Jets truthers.
That's
Jordan
all right, Ben,
Mason
don't-
untouched to the end zone.
That's crazy. Who's this old black man they keep showing?
Maybe it's a running back coach.
It's got to be, right? Flag.
Or his dad? Is his dad on the coaching staff or his family member? Is that what that is?
It's possible.
Got called back for holding on Debo Samuel Sr.
Samuel Sr., what he's rocking on his jersey?
Yeah, he changed it to Samuel Sr.
Because he had a...
Yeah,
'cause he
that's
had
a hold.
boy, he had a... For sure.
Yeah, this looks very undisciplined from San Francisco offensively so far.
It's not terribly buttoned.
And is that not what happens when you have one of your starting wide receivers and your staple left tackle holding out all off
Yeah.
season? This is like the
That's
stuff we
exactly
talked
what
about.
happens. Got to go to Kittle. Oh,
Wow, what a hit.
Punk. Ugh.
All
What's
right,
the flag
refs.
now? I swear.
The refs are getting way too generous so far with week one with the laundry. Too many penalties. Another penalty on the 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk pass interference call.
Go ahead and bring on out Jake Moody, guys.
Get them fantasy points, Papa.
You know what I mean? I
yeah,
love
I
it.
hear you.
That's a weak call.
I think that's a BS call.
What how did that affect the play even kind of?
Well, the thing
Nowhere-
is, the actual reason I think they called it, you're not allowed to block like downfield like that technically before
Yeah.
the ball is like completed. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that's.
I know. It's just
I mean, I'm with you, but he just jumped a little early to the party of blocking. You got to wait for that catch to be made.
fully.
You know, otherwise you're technically still running routes, right?
It's the longest drive of all time.
Yeah, and also like a really bad drive. Jordan Mason playing hero again.
Yep, I see that. I'm sick he didn't just get in.
Yeah, at this point. Kyle Shanahan really is just second to none at designing a run scheme, isn't he?
It's really
I mean, it's
so
just truly impressive. 10 carries for 67 yards for Mason right now.
Yeah.
Deebo Samuel touchdown on a jet sweep. Nice play design that time.
Yes, it was.
Kind of wish I had Deebo in a league.
Me too. I
The guy I really wanted to draft. It just didn't
he
quite
was
fall
going.
my
He
way.
was going a little high for where I
Yeah.
would have liked to grab him.
Yeah. Should have drafted him over Drake London in the third round, though. I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah. Me with DJ Moore.
Oh yeah.
Your quarterback.
Yeah, if you saw
stinks.
Caleb. Yeah, I'm a little worried for DJ Moore truthers in fantasy this year after watching Caleb.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a long year, I think, for the Bears offensively.
Yes.
Are you down to stream until half and then call it? Does that sound good?
Yeah.
That'll be like an hour,
Sounds-
a little over an hour.
Sounds great.
Yeah, and we'll set up this camera. So, those of you who watch this, if I'm disgustingly blurry, like a 360p,
Yeah, right.
240p, I'll be clean next time you guys tune in.
OG YouTube days.
Yep.
What is this show?
The Old Man. I actually watched the first season of that show and it was very good.
It looks kind of good.
Yeah. It's old boy from Jeff Bridges.
Yeah.
Yeah. John Lithgow is also in it.
Yeah, I saw maybe
good show.
from Arrested Development in there.
Yep. Yeah, it's got a good cast. It's like just solid, you know. It's kind of
I
a
think
throwback.
we're collectively done as a society with Will Ferrell, right?
I think Will Ferrell's cooked. Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah.
I think Will Ferrell flew too close to the sun. I think it's like Eddie Murphy, where it was like you were just too good that it's like we you know what I mean? Like if you think about it, like Eddie, like 80s, 90s, early 90s Eddie, I feel like that. I
Yeah.
feel that way about Adam, kind of with the Sandler stuff of like the run was just so good when we were kids that it's like I'm not really in. I don't really want like more Adam Sandler stuff. And he's pivoted
Yeah.
to serious, which I think is the right move. But with some of these like big time comedians that like defined an era, it's really hard to come back from it. I think like you age
Yeah.
and it's just kind of like still me, and it's like nah. It's like you gave us Step Brothers and Anchorman, dude. We're good. Like you can't top it, unfortunately.
No, you can't.
Even Talladega Nights, it's like he's just got hits. The SNL stuff. I mean, he was just so good in his heyday. It's just
Yeah.
I just feel like his time is kind of up, and now when I see him and stuff, it's just annoying.
Yeah, I feel like he took a big like public hit with the whole like stop talking to his best friend over the
Oh, right, the
uh,
winning time.
the winning time stuff. It was kind of like
Yeah. Listen, buddy, that was a mediocre show anyway. I don't care what anyone says. That
it's
show's
just
so
like,
overrated.
it wasn't worth ruining that relationship.
No. Yeah, like it was like it was an awareness for all of us collectively that it's like, oh, this guy's ego's like gotten totally like out of control now. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I'm with you because you should just be happy for your boy to get a role like that,
Fully.
right? Yeah, I'm not sure I want either of you playing Dr. Jerry Buss, to be honest.
That's the real story.
Yeah, I'm Jerry Buss. Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo.
Not really.
Not really. You're not.
I'm not really buying this.
Kind of feels like you're Dale from Step Brothers dressed up as
Dude.
Dr. Jerry Buss.
So that's so accurate.
I'd rather you weren't doing this. Got to be honest, that drive, despite the penalties, was an excellent answer by San Francisco.
Yes, it was.
The pendulum has swung. New York needs to answer now.
Mm-hmm.
I feel really good about how this New York offensive line looks so far, though. I'm not going to lie. Like
They
that's
look fantastic,
huge.
bro. They look fantastic.
Garrett Wilson looks really good, too. The Rodgers-Wilson stuff is looking really good.
Yes, it is.
I need somebody else to emerge, though. Brees is
Malachi
struggling
Corley.
to run the ball.
Yes, he is.
Ziggy Ansah.
Dude, I thought I was tripping when I heard that.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Dude said Ziggy Ansah.
That's crazy.
Shout out Detroit Lions fake star. You got us
Oh,
through
the
some dark
fakest.
times, Papa.
Yes, he
Thank
did.
you for that.
That's an egregious hold on Trent Williams there. Hold on, watch that shit back. Trent Williams had Nick Bosa in a full Nelson there.
No, that's not Trent Williams. That's
Or I'm sorry,
yeah, I know what you're thinking.
Tyron Smith.
Tyron Smith, yeah, from Dallas. Yeah, he's gotten cooked. Bosa's getting the best of Tyron so far, I think.
Yeah. Watch Tyron Smith here, though. I know they're trying to show somebody else, but watch what happens with Tyron
No,
Smith.
I'm watching. Yeah, you can't do that.
Look at him. He's got it. He just.
When we say excellent adjustment here by San Francisco on that drive, again,
no joke.
once another 3 and out there. Also, I think they need to bring us another blocker to help with punts because it seems like every time New York punts, they almost get blocked by San Francisco. Here.
This punter's taking his sweet time punting it.
Yeah, he is. That was a really good punt, though.
Yes, it was.
Kind of a mixed bag so far.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm a little concerned with the back-to-back 3 and outs here by New York.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It kind of seems like they played their hand here and they don't have like a second punch. And now I need them to find that second punch, whether it's Brees Hall, whether it's getting, some other guys involved here offensively. But it feels like Aaron and Garrett really carried that first drive, and then it just kind of feels like they scored, which was a really, really masterful drive, and then it's just been back-to-back failed Brees Hall runs and incompletions and penalties and punts. San Francisco's defense looks good.
Yeah, you knew that was gonna happen.
Good teams adjust. I get it. Kind of excited for Barry McCockner's Week 1 reaction video.
Oh man,
Shout out Barry McCockner. One
I
of
love
the better,
Barry McCockner.
one of the most underrated football YouTubers.
I love Barry McCockner.
Man, you guys really just didn't let
I've
Jason
had
Kelsey
enough.
retire, huh?
I've had enough.
I was really, really hoping he would take a step back of the public eye, just a shade after the retirement. But
That was silly to think.
alas, here he is. Man, they're sure putting Atlanta on prime time a lot this year, huh?
Man,
I fear this might be the 2022 Denver
the Broncos.
Broncos.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I remember that when you
I'm
couldn't.
with you.
You guys remember? I remember when God, that was the worst season, 2022, when you just every primetime game was the Broncos because everyone was just in their
awful.
mother assumed they were going to be good, and they were like literally like one of the worst teams in football.
It was awful.
Their offense was, I think, the worst offense in football that year, or like bottom 2 or 3, and it was just like unwatchable football every week.
Oh,
It was
gosh.
just Sunday night football, Colts Broncos. It was like the ghost of Matt Ryan.
Yeah, they had like 7 primetime games that year, which was just such
Great.
an insane. Wow. Wide
Great
open.
route, great throw there. That ball had some touch on it. That was a nice toss.
Yep.
I feel like George Kittle is the next Travis Kelce or next Jason Kelsey, where he's going to retire in a couple of years, and we're going to be like, whew, finally, a little fatigue. I was getting a little fatigued with the shtick, and then he's just going to be like everywhere on commercials and ads, like for the next 2 years after his
He's
retirement. You're
everywhere.
gonna be
Yeah,
like,
he's everywhere right now.
yeah, he is. But you know what I mean? He's got that Jason
Yeah.
Kelsey thing where it's like
Yeah.
you like him now, but it's getting a little old.
Yep.
Because I was like
play.
totally on board with the Jason Kelsey thing a couple of years ago, like the Super Bowl, everything. It was
course.
like, and it's just gotten a little too much for me. I'm worried that our boy George Kittle is going to suffer the same fate of overexposure.
I tend to agree.
Yeah, I said that on our 49ers episode.
Sure did.
I said if Christian McCaffrey was the slot receiver, he'd probably still be a Pro Bowler if he didn't even play running back. And then Joe Buck just said it.
Joe Buck's been
Never mind,
watching
I
the
changed
pod.
my
Thanks,
mind.
Joe Buck. Dude,
I want to be on the same side as Joe Buck. I don't know. Don't
No.
trust him.
understandable.
No, Joe Buck knows his stuff.
He's just styled, anyways.
Shout out Jordan Mason for outperforming most of my fantasy running backs this week.
Man.
Another first down for Jordan Mason on a catch there that time.
Jordan Mason's out here balling. Is Christian McCaffrey a system running back?
No. I watched that man ball in Carolina.
Oh, that's so real.
It's the worst franchise in football, in my opinion.
Boys,
Man, the Saints dookied on them boys yesterday, didn't they?
ugly. I don't even
A
think
tough
the Saints
watch.
are good.
Derek Carr's back.
No, he's not.
I
Best
heard
game he'll
today he
have all
was.
year.
There we go. I need the Jets to start hitting a little bit. Defense looking a little funny in the light right now.
Yeah. Yeah, they're God, they came out the gate so strong too, and for
Yeah,
them
they
to
did.
like kind of take their foot off the gas, it seems it's disappointing.
Well, the offense can't, keep them off the field, right? They're going to get tired. Problem is that San Francisco keeps executing these long physical drives, and
Yeah.
New York, the last couple possessions, getting the ball back and just three and out, three and out. Your
Yep.
defense is right back out there, and they're gassed.
Yeah, fully. They need a minute.
Yeah, and I feel like part of this is play calling. You need to mix it up a little bit. You need to, and part of it is like Brees Hall can't really get cooking on these runs, so they get to these second and medium, second and short, and they're not converting.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Is this a movie with Terry Crews and Dave Bautista as the leads?
Yep, they're trying this.
Who greenlit that?
Lionsgate. I was surprised there.
That's bad news, man.
It's coming. Jason Statham cameo at the end. Book that. Pencil that in.
Oh. Why did you do that?
Man,
This
Modelo
Modelo-
really makes no secret of who their demographic is, do they?
I was just gonna say this
Jesus
Modelo commercial is
Christ.
it's like borderline racist.
That's pushing it, man.
You know what I mean? Oh, here
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
like Sprite. It's like Sprite commercials. You're like, okay, we know, but like, at least
Yeah.
pretend like we
Right,
don't
fully.
know. Holy smokes, guys! Yeah, I've seen this YouTube TV mascot commercial now. I think 306 times in opening
Easily.
weekend. I told you.
Easily.
Did I not call it the first game?
No, you did. You did.
I said the first what was that Thursday night opener? I said that was like one of the first commercials that came on. And I was like, oh, here's the one that's gonna haunt my season.
Fully.
Yeah, and so far so good on that one.
Yep.
I haven't heard any Whoppers. Have you?
No, I have not yet.
Did the league ban those?
I hope so.
I wonder if that's like I wonder if they got like complaints because I remember.
BK.
I think my
Have
girlfriend
it
almost
your
broke up
way.
with me over those commercials.
Whopper, 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 Whopper.
I rule this day.
Dude.
What is this? Oh, I see. Never mind. Oh, Sauce Gardner is out of the game.
Really?
That's not good.
Like ruled out?
No, he's just like not in the. He hasn't been in the game this drive. It's like on the sideline. I think. I don't know if he's in the locker room or not.
Go on, get a stop here. I want to see Aaron Rodgers' 2-minute drill. Oh man, they're so confused right now.
The Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look confused.
Number 30
They
has
just-
no idea where to be.
No, they look tired too. I don't think the Niners know where they were going to go either.
No.
Really disappointed that New York didn't capitalize on one of those two last drives there. They're not going to get the ball back this half probably.
No, probably not. Not unless they get a stop here.
Oh, I think Debo Samuel running into him full speed Sauce is a skinny guy.
Yeah, he is.
Well, I don't think it's a broken collarbone. That's what I would fear with a play like that. I think he'd be in a lot more pain if his collarbone was broken.
Oh yeah. He'll be back in.
He might just had his bell rung, and they're like, "All right, go ahead. We'll go into half."
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. 3rd and 3. Brock Purdy drops back. Dart to Samuel. First down. This offense is in rhythm now.
Yes, they are. Is that a Ronnie Bell sighting I saw?
Probably. Ronnie Bell's not bad. Some nice plays last year. It's Juwan Jennings, first down catch. Yeah, Brock Purdy is very much in rhythm. Not only from a fan perspective and an outcome perspective, but from a you in fantasy points perspective. I'm hoping they don't score here and they just run the clock down and kick a field goal.
That'd be sick.
Let's get you that win, big guy.
You know what I mean?
I think Juwan Jennings already has as many catches in this game as he did last season.
Dude. It's real, though.
He had like 19 catches last year. I had to listen to like Niner fans online say all
I know.
offseason, like if Ayuk doesn't re-sign, we have Jennings. It's like, dude, he had 19 catches last year. He's not ready for that role.
It's such a lie.
But he is playing well tonight. He's had a couple of big
Well,
time
this
catches.
is this is why he had a couple big time catches in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So cats were
Yeah.
like, he's arrived. It's like, yeah,
No, but
maybe.
all regular season he had a total of 19
No,
catches.
I know. It's that.
It's like no way. He's not
But
gonna
is
like
it,
come out.
doesn't that happen like every Super Bowl?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, didn't MVS catch the game-winning?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Mecole Hardman did.
Yeah, Mecole Hardman.
And you know,
Either same guy.
100%.
So true.
It is.
Did the Browns really sign Kadarius Toney today? Is that real? Did I
Yes,
read that
fully.
correctly?
Yes.
That's an atrocity. They're so cooked.
They're a pathetic franchise.
They're so cooked, man.
Yes, they are. I'm Joe Buck.
Baker Mayfield, Jarvis Landry, and Odell Beckham Jr. greater than Deshaun Watson, Amari Cooper, and Jerry Jeudy.
All day. Baker Mayfield greater than
You
all
guys
of them.
thought you upgraded. That's so trash. I don't feel bad. I feel bad for Cleveland fans, even though it's like the Ohio-Michigan thing. I don't really, but I do. But I don't feel bad for their franchise. They made their bed.
They're whack. You didn't even give Baker time for real.
Boy. Drop touchdown by Brandon Ayuk there with 12 seconds left. That was a game saver.
Sure was.
Good throw.
Great throw.
Yeah, I would say great throw.
Yeah.
I would say excellent throw. Would you?
Yeah, fair. Yeah. 10 out of 10.
Brock
throw.
Purdy
Was right
looks
there.
really good tonight, doesn't he?
He hit him right in the hands. But Mr. wants to walk around with Jaden Daniels and not sign contracts and be traded all offseason and be on Twitter.
He'll get back in his groove, but you're right.
I know
this
he
is what
will,
we
but I
talked
do
about,
like
right?
I do like seeing this, right? It's like, you're a selfish prick.
Yeah, no, I understand. I mean, it was always going to be like this week one for him, I felt like. And that's
I
one of the
agree.
things.
But it didn't have to
I think
be.
it's going to be like this for a lot of the season.
He ended up signing the contract that he was initially offered. So it's like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
No, it was silly. I do think the Niners should have made a slightly more generous offer immediately, though.
Yeah.
Once these contracts started getting signed by like Devonta
No,
Smith,
you said
Ridley.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that Niner way of like waiting till the final hour is a mistake. Cincinnati does that too. I don't really understand that method. Like Detroit, we just paid our guys like ahead of the draft.
Fully.
You know what I mean? What are we waiting for? Christmas? Like, what are we doing here? You want to be on this team? Like, sign the contract. You know, if you don't, then we work something out. But letting it get to this point, you know.
Silly. Nice.
Not sure where that was going. Here, bring on
Jake
Jake Moody.
time. Jake Moody time.
That's pretty awesome. I like when that happens in fantasy, right? When you have a kicker and you like need the win, and your kicker just comes out and hits like 5 field goals.
No, I love it.
I think Purdy was just throwing that one away.
Yeah.
All right, 7-13, San Francisco. Jake Moody hits the field goal here, makes it 16-7 going into half. I think on that note, we'll pop on out of here.
That's a bummer, but yeah,
Yeah. I think
still a lot of football to play.
still a lot of football to play. We'll see what happens. We'll be doing we'll be back for a recap this week, weekly recap, week 1.
Yes, sir.
If you guys tuned in, thanks a lot. Peace out.
Peace.